I'm back for your daily horoscope. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off, with that rethink. Then I get you a crystal. And today we're going to do the healing energy oracle. And, you get your question. Okay. All right. Let's start. Grand Rising, everybody. Hope everybody feeling good. Smelling good, looking good, if you're not, get there, okay? All right, give us some cards. Capricorn is first, all right? Give us some cards for Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn this AM? Give us some cards for Capricorn from the Rethink deck, okay? Give us the truth. Give us the truth. What's going on for Capricorn? Give Capricorn some cards for this AM. Give Capricorn some cards for this AM. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Capricorn, what's going on, love? All right, what we got for Capricorn? First up is healing relationships. Okay, Capricorn, it's time, to heal some relationships, some things you've been going through, whatever's going on. But it's time, okay? Forgive and release, okay? It says, with profound self-reflection and boundless compassion, I embark upon the healing journey of past relationships that have caused me pain. Liberating my spirit from the shackles of resentment, I shower forgiveness upon myself and others, basking in the radiant embrace of love and reconciliation. Okay, Capricorn, so I'm feeling like you need some, healing in some relationships that should be reconciled, okay? So you need to work on that, love, all right? Next, you got self-belief, okay? Believe in yourself because you can do it, Capricorn, certain things you got to get through, and that's just right now, that's what you got to do, okay, love? All right. Oh, hold on, Capricorn, dang. It says, I wholeheartedly believe in myself and the immense potential within me to accomplish my goals. Doubt finds no home within me as I place unwavering trust in my innate talents and skills, harnessing them as powerful tools for success. All right, Capricorn? So, yeah, believe in you because you know what you're capable of, okay? And right now, you need to heal some relationships. I don't know, love, I don't know, is it family, co-workers? But it's a relationship that you need to heal right now, okay? And only you know, okay, Capricorn? Next, you got amplifying productivity, okay? It's time to put in that work, okay? All right, Capricorn. It says, I optimize my time and energy for maximum productivity. I prioritize tasks based on their importance and consistently make changes and progress towards my goals. I complete tasks effortlessly and effectively, achieving great results. Okay? So, yeah, that's how you amplify productivity by, maximizing your opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Maximizing the things that you need to progress. Okay? All right, Capricorn. Next is self-care. Okay? It's time to put them bags down and, take a long bubble bath and think. Okay, Capricorn, it's time to sit and think. All right, love, what's your next move? All right. It says, I prioritize self-care and love in my life. I honor my needs and take care of myself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I am worthy of the time and effort it takes to care for myself. Okay? All right, Capricorn. So it's time for you to, put in some self-care, All right, love. You know what self-care is to you when you pamper yourself, whatever that may be. Hey, Kaylee. Thank you, love. Thank you. How you doing, love? All right. Next, we got life flow. Capricorn, you got life flow. All right, babe? All right. It says, I surrender to the natural rhythm of the universe, gracefully flowing towards the realization of my success. With unwavering trust, I embrace the unfolding of my journey, knowing that every twist and turn is purposeful and leads me closer to my desired destination. Okay? So let life flow, okay? After you do the healing, okay? After you put that trust in the universe and in yourself, okay, Capricorn? Next, you conquering fears, all right? You got this, okay? You conquering fears, doubts, you conquering all that because you believe in yourself, okay? Self-belief. It says, conquering fears. I confront my fears head on and discover the strength within me to overcome them. I am brave and resilient in the face of challenges, and I grow stronger with every fear I conquer. Okay? So, yes, we use these fears and doubts and things, experiences that we go through, and then we learn from them. Okay? That's what we're supposed to do. Learn from them. Okay, Capricorn? And, so you don't have to experience that again because you will know next time, right? All right. All right. You got two more. Hold on. Let me get something to drink because, dang, my throat ain't start doing all this till I started to reading. But you know how that goes. All right. All right. All right. What we got? Shining enthusiasm. Okay. You got next. So, yeah, your enthusiasm about to go up the roof because, yeah, you're about to be in a whole nother situation where you feel comfortable, you conquering your fears, you healing relationships, things that you haven't done yet. So, yeah, congratulations. It says shining enthusiasm. I approach my goals with unwavering enthusiasm and contagious excitement, fully aware that I am actively crafting the life of my dreams. I relish every step of the journey towards success, embracing the joy and fulfillment it brings along the way, okay? So show your enthusiasm about your accomplishments, the things that you able to do, all right? And yeah, next you got self-awareness, all right? You're going to find out a lot of things about yourself, Capricorn, that you didn't know, okay? Open your mind, open your heart, all right, love? Yeah, self-awareness. It says, I cultivate a mindful awareness of my thoughts, emotions, and actions, recognizing their profound impact on my being. I assume full responsibility for my choices, continuously endeavoring to embody the finest rendition of my authentic self, okay? So yes, once you figure out who you really are, Cap, yeah, you're gonna be like, dang, oh well, okay, I didn't know. Well, it's time to delve into yourself, love. All right, let's get Capricorn, crystal, mineral, whatever they want to throw out for you, Cap. All right, give us a crystal for Capricorn for this AM. What does Capricorn need that they don't have? Give us a crystal for Capricorn. Give us the truth. What does Capricorn need that they don't have? Give us a crystal for Capricorn. Give us a crystal for Capricorn, okay? One more. If it don't throw none, then we are going to pick for you, Capricorn. All right, give us the truth for Capricorn. Okay. What do they need that they don't have? Give us a card for Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. What you got? All right. Howlite. Howlite, Capricorn. Okay. You need you some howlite. Okay. It says what it is. Howlite, also known as white turquoise, is all about revealing its simplicity. Often the real power exists in what's left out. See, Japanese aesthetics, Swedish interiors, Howlight's dreamy slate cleaning energy helps you discern exactly what you don't need so you can train your focus on exactly what you do, okay? So Howlight gets rid of the bad and brings on the good, okay? It says, who needs it? Overstimulated minimalists living in a minimal in a maximalist world, okay? Yeah. It is a lot going on. They trying to get in there, but we got this. That Mercury retrograde, the after effects, the aftershock, they ain't talk about that shit. Okay? It says where to put it. Wherever you need some breathing room, okay, Capricorn? Just wherever try to unwind that, all right? It says when to use it. When you need a break from the never-ending onslaught of DMs, meeting requests, and trending stories. Less is more, none is most. Howlight can help, okay? All right, Capricorn, it said get you some Howlight and organize your headspace, okay? Get you some Howlight and organize your headspace. All right. Next, you have Agate. 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 It says what it is. Agate, a banded charterling. Why does it say that? Okay. Comes in many forms. Elegant blue lace agate and iridescent fire agate are two. Each agate has its own unique vibe, but they all promote the energy of whatever or wherever you are, be there, okay? It says, who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. Where to put it? Wherever you need more stability to your life. It says when to use it. When you want to get into your body, try fire agate. When too much screen time has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit eco, try the far foreign opity name moss agate, which neither contains moss nor is technically an agate, but can still hold it down, okay? All right, Capricorn, it says get you some agate and find your solid ground, okay? Find your solid ground with some agate. All right. Next, you got Celicite. Celicite. Okay, Capricorn, Celicite. It says what it is. Blue-gray Celicite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin word for heaven. And if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. Who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the constant inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this world, you call life. All right. This whole thing you call life. All right. It says where to put it. As a calming iridescent wherever you meditate or pray. Okay. It says when to use it. When it's time to stop and really listen. With Celicite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. Okay. So Capricorn, get you some Celicite and turn into your serenity. Okay. Tune into your serenity. All right. Okay, Capricorn. Next, you got Danbrite. There we go. Danbrite. It says what it is, like the beta blocker in grandma's medicine cabinet, Danbarite's twinkly, effervescent energy takes the edge off with serious feel good vibes. Oh shoot. It says who needs it? Emos, gobs, button up, collars, stress cases. Okay. It says where to put it. Wherever you want to do some elevated thinking, feeling, dreaming, or even being. It says when to use it. When the daily grind has ground you into the pavement, when you feel like launching into space but lack astronaut training, vibing with Dambarite can help divert the busy mind away from its pesky psychic's rude orientation. There's somewhere there's somewhere else out there. Flip on the high beams and explore. Okay, Capricorn, get you some Dambarite and turn up your electric light. All right. All right, Capricorn, Dambarite. Next, you got Lapis Lazuli. Okay. Capricorn, Lapis Lazuli. You need some Lapis Lazuli. Okay. All right. Next, it says what it is. Deep blue stone. It's a deep blue stone with a history. See ancient Egyptians, Tutankhamun, eyebrow shadow. The Old Testament high priest of Israel's vestments, and Dutch Golden Age Vetmore's Plate. Okay. So it says, who needs it? Cat people, Leos, anyone who uses the phrase, in the past life, I am totally convinced I was, dot, dot, dot. Okay. So right now, Leo, these are for you, but you know, Capricorn need them. Thank you. All right. So yeah, next we have Amber. Amber. Okay. You need you some amber, Capricorn. All right. What we got, it says, what it is. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock, but a fossilized tree resin with a sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues. Amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush. And what to say? Let me get my glass, because, hell no. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, my glasses. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so where were we? Armchair, you know, what it says, Pelatagus loved the dinosaur era bugs, okay? AKA inclusions, sometimes caught inside. It says, who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long, dark winter. It says, where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom, okay? It says, when to use it. When you need a metaphysical hug from the universe, call on Amber's cuddly electric blanket vibes and cozy up. Okay, Capricorn, get you some Amber and recharge your good vibes, okay? Recharge them. All right, so you can, you know, become balanced and stuff. You know, you don't need to be unbalanced and unrecharged. You know, sometimes you need some rest, love. Okay. All right, so today we got the Healing Energy Oracle. So we're going to get some cards from there. What does Capricorn need from the Healing Energy Oracle deck? What does Capricorn need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Capricorn. Thank you, Kaylee, love. Thank you. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Kaylee. All right, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need? Give us the truth. What does Capricorn need to hear this AM? What does Capricorn need? Okay, thank you. All right, Capricorn, what we got? Success, okay? That's what I'm talking about, success. All right, what does it have to say? It says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, goodness within me. Okay, it says I am free now and I succeed in my life. Okay, Capricorn, you're doing the work, love. You are free now. That's what it's saying. You need to focus on success. Yes. And then it says one step at a time. Okay, do it one step at a time, Capricorn. All right, love. It says, I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living. Okay? So, yes, take one step at a time because that's all you need to keep going. If you keep going, it's one step at a time. Okay? So, you know you're on the right path because that's how you attain what you need or what you want. Okay? Next, you got open to the universe. Okay? Tap in, loves. Open to the universe. Capricorn, it says, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and potential. I reclaim my inner power and accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. Okay, Capricorn, you're open to the divine light of the universe. So that means you are doing your work. Okay, you are on your journey. All right, Capricorn, that's what I'm talking about. Do what you got to do, love. All right. And now it's time for your question, love. Ask your question. I'm going to shuffle these cards while you ask your question, Capricorn. Okay. Some cards for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know right now? Okay, ask your question, Capricorn. It says, explore your deeper motivations. Okay, so you need to figure out why you want this. Okay, what is it for you or is it to please someone else? Okay, so work, you know, you got to explore your deeper motivations for the question that you ask, Capricorn. So yeah, that you just got to figure out your motivations for that. So that's something you got to figure out. I don't know what else to tell you, Cat, but I love you. Okay, so who we got next? Who we got next? Gemini is next. Gemini, get up in the building. Okay, you're next, love. You're next, Gemini. All right. All right, give us some rethink for Gemini. What's going on with Gemini this AM? Okay, give us some cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear this AM? All right, give us some cards for Gemini. Give us the truth. What does Gemini need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? Okay. They gave us some cards for you, love. All right, Gemini, get up in the building. Here we go. It says conquering fears and inner peace. Okay, Gemini. So, yeah, you doing the work. All right. It says, I confront my fears head on and discover the strength within me to overcome them. I am brave and resilient in the face of challenges, and I grow stronger with every fear I conquer. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, you're going to be super strong soon, okay? Because conquering your fears, getting over any fear, okay? That releases doubt also. So, yeah, they can't stop your love. And that brings you to inner peace, okay, Gemini? You got inner peace, okay? It says, I cultivate inner peace and serenity within myself. I release the negative emotions and thoughts that do not serve me and focus on the present moment. I am calm and at peace no matter what is happening around me. Okay, Gemini? Yes. Get rid of them fears and doubts and, because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you have faith, you can't have fear, okay? You just can't because it doesn't go together, All right, so next we're going to get you a crystal, Gemini. What does Gemini need that they don't have? Give us a card for a Gemini. What does Gemini need that they don't have? What crystal, stone, or a mineral? Let me fix this. All right. Give us some... Hold on. Give us some cards for Gemini, okay? What does Gemini need that they don't have? Give us the truth. What does Gemini need that they don't have, okay? Give us some cards for Gemini. What do they need that they don't have? Okay. All right, Gemini. What you got, love? You got rose quartz, okay, Gemini? Rose quartz. Get you some rose quartz, love. All right. It says what it is. Rose quartz is love in a rock form. Okay? Yes, it is. It says who needs it? The overly self-critical, scientific, spiritual being who loves deeply. Those in the healing arts or those who want to be. It says where to put it. In spaces you want to zone safe and sacred, held with both hands to your heart with the utmost loving kindness. It says when to use it. When you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else, rose quartz gives you the pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. It says, get you some rose quartz, Gemini, and take care of your heart, okay? Yeah, take care of your heart, love, okay? Because, you need your heart to love. So if you haven't, been in a breakup or whatever, get you some rose quartz to replace that hole in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Heal your heart, Gemini. All right, get you some rose quartz. All right, next is melachite. Melachite, Gemini. I was about to say Gemini. Who the hell is Gemini? All right, melachite. Okay, it says what it is. With its trademark acid trip swirls, money green melachite is an electrifying mesmerizer with a high copper content. Always good for moving energy and making things happen. Okay? It's time to move it up out of there. Get that, heal that heart and move along, okay? All right, it says, who needs it? The overflowing in creativity but lacking in follow through. The all business all the time set. It says, where to put it? If you're trading cryptocurrency, writing television pilots, or starting up the next tech giant, try some melachite in your workspace. It says when to use it. When the concrete jungle has disconnected you from the earth beneath it. When you've just gotta have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with a heart forward, sustainable energy, courtesy of melachite. Okay? It says, Gemini, get you some melachite and claim your success. Okay? It's time, love. All right? Heal that heart and get on to your money. You know what I'm saying? That's how you heal your heart. All right, you get to your bag, and then the love come. You know what I'm saying? Not like somebody being a gold digger or something, but you become on another level with the people that's looking for what you looking for. You know what I'm saying, Gemini? All right, give us some healing heart. Well, healing heart. Okay. Heal his heart too. Heal her heart too, Lord. All right. Healing heart energy. Okay. Give us some healing heart energy cards for Gemini. All right. What does Gemini need right now? What does Gemini need to hear this AM? Okay. Give us the truth for Gemini. Give us some cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear this AM? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It says elevation, Gemini. Okay. It, you're there, love. It's time to go to the next step, okay? Elevation, Gemini. All right, you're doing the work, love. It says, I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strength and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. Okay, Gemini, like I said, fear and faith don't live together. Okay, if you believe in something, how can you fear that it doesn't work? It makes no sense. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Gemini, that's what I'm talking about, love. So now it's time for your question. It's time for your question, Gemini. Come on. While I'm shuffling these cards, Gemini, ask your question. All right, Gemini. Give Gemini what they need to know. Okay, give them the truth. Ask your question, Gemini. It says it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you, love. Whatever you want to do, because whatever you decide is going to be the best, you know, the best, what do you call it? The best outcome. What's going to give you the best outcome, Gemini? Okay? So, yeah, it's up to you, love. All right. You got the green light. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Who is next? All right. Who is up next? Libra. Libra, get in the building, love. All right. What's going on with Libra? Give us some rethink cards for Libra. Give us some rethink for Libra. What does Libra need to hear this AM? Okay, give us some cards for Libra. Give us some cards for Libra. Give us the truth. Look how that card just moving. Okay. Give us the truth. What does Libra need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Libra. What does Libra need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Libra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Yeah, that's a whole remix I just did, but I think I heard that somewhere. Okay, Libra, what you got? Self-awareness and courage, okay? Self-awareness and courage. Yes, Libra. Mm-hmm. You're becoming aware of who you are, okay? And what you're capable of. It says, I cultivate a mindful awareness of my thoughts, emotions, and actions, recognizing their profound impact on my being. I assume full responsibility for my choices, constantly endeavoring to embody the finest rendition of my authentic self. Okay, Libra, that's what I'm talking about. Self-awareness, being aware of self is the most important thing, okay, to elevation in any way, okay? All right, Libra, that's what I'm talking about. Next, courage. Okay, you had the courage to step outside and look and see what you wanted to do, who you want to be, okay, and take action. All right, Libra, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, it says courage. I voluntarily venture beyond my comfort zone with unshakable courage, accepting dangers as stepping stones on the path to my objectives. Fear has no power over me because I am resolute in my commitment to recognize my dreams, and I pursue them passionately. Okay, Libra? You're on your way, all right? It's like, you know how Superman was doing, like, up, and away, okay? Yeah, okay, Libra, that's what I'm talking about. You're on your way to the things that you want to see, okay? Making things work in your life, all right? Let's see, what stone or crystal or mineral does Libra need? Give us the cards for Libra. What does Libra need that they don't have? All right, give us some cards for Libra. What does Libra need that they don't have? Give us the truth. What does Libra need that they don't have? Give us some cards for Libra. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You got one, Libra. It says Damberite, okay? Damberite, Libra. You need you some Damberite, love. All right. It says what it is. Like the beta blocker in Grandma's medicine cabinet, Damberite's twinkling, effervescent energy takes the edge off its serious feel-good vibes, okay? With its serious feel-good vibes. All right, it says who needs it? Emos, goths, button-up, white-collar stress cases. All right. It says where to put it. Wherever you want to do some elevated thinking, feeling, dreaming, or just being, okay? It says when to use it. When the daily grind has ground you into the pavement, when you feel like launching into space but lack astronaut training, vibing with Damberite can help divert your busy mind away from its pesky psychic ruled orientation. There's somewhere else out there. Flip on the high beams and explore. Okay, Libra? It's time to explore your horizons. Okay, what I'm hearing. It's time to explore. All right? All right, Libra. Get you some Damberite and turn on your electric light. Okay? Turn on the light. Okay, that's two different damn songs. All right, yeah. All right. We ain't gonna sing no more songs. All right. Let's get you a healing energy card, Libra. All right. Let's get the healing energy oracle. What does Libra need to hear right now? What does Libra need right now? Give us some cards for Libra. What does Libra need right now from the healing energy deck? Give us the truth. Okay, give us the truth. What does Libra need from the healing energy deck? Okay, thank you. Right now, what does Libra need? All right. Okay, they gave you two, Libra. It says faithfulness. Okay, Libra? Faithfulness, okay? I'm hearing being faithful to you. You know what I'm saying? Things you have aspirations for. What do you want to do, Libra, okay? Be faithful to what you want, all right? What you want to do, all right? It says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and in the universe. Okay, Libra? That's what they said. Come on now. I felt that, you know what I'm saying? You need to believe in what you want, okay? Do the things you want to do, Libra. That's what it's about right now. It's time to get with self, okay? Get that self-awareness, Libra. Have the courage, okay? Get you some Damberite, all right? That will help, okay? Take the edge off all the bullshit, okay, Libra? You hear what I'm saying? And yeah, have faithfulness in yourself, in God and the universe, okay? Yeah. And being true, okay? Be true to you, Libra. All right, the card's talking. All right, be true to you. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Okay, Libra? It's time to liberate yourself. Okay, Libra? You are the liberator. So liberate yourself, Libra. Okay, from anything, shame, guilt, whatever. Remove it. Okay, it no longer matters at this point, Libra. Okay? All right, Libra. It's time to ask your question, love. Okay, it's time to ask your question. Ask your question while I am shuffling these cards, okay? All right. Okay, Libra, go ahead. What is your question? It says, there is the potential for it, but it is not yet possible to say, okay? So maybe you need to work on it a little more, Libra. Whatever it is, there is potential, okay? So that means there's a possibility that this can be a yes, all right? Whatever you asked, Libra, okay? Whatever it was, but it needs work, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You still got to work on it, okay? How much do you really want this, Libra, all right? So you still got to work on it, all right? All right. Who is next? Who is next? Taurus. Taurus, get up in here, bro, sis. Now. Okay. What does Taurus need right now from the Rethink deck? Give us some cards from the Rethink deck. What does Taurus need to hear this AM from the Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards for Taurus. What do they need from the Rethink deck? Give us the truth, okay? Give us the truth. What does Taurus need this AM to hear from the Rethink deck? What does Taurus need to hear from the Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards for Taurus. Thank you. Okay. What we got? Tell me, spell. Hold on, y'all. Okay, what we got? What we got? Taurus, it says embracing my flaws. Okay, Taurus, and intuition and releasing shame. Okay, Taurus, releasing shame. Yes, that's what is going on. All right. It says embracing my flaws. Oh, did you see it, Taurus? Mm-hmm. Very vibrant card. Okay. It says, embracing my flaws. I wholeheartedly embrace the facets of my being that may be deemed flawed or imperfect, recognizing that they contribute to my distinctiveness and inherent beauty. My identity is not shaped by the errors or setbacks I encounter, but rather by my unwavering determination and personal development. I harbor genuine self-love, cherishing every aspect of myself, flaws included. Okay, Taurus, stop playing with them. Whatever, this is you. What it is, you can't change it, so you need to embrace it, okay? Embrace your flaws, okay, Taurus? However they may be, however they may come, okay? Next, you have intuition, Taurus. Your intuition kicking. Okay, it's time to listen to your intuition. Okay, Taurus? It says, I trust my intuition as a compass guiding me towards the right path. I listen to the whispers of my inner voice, knowing that it holds wisdom and insight. With confidence in my decisions, I embrace the power of intuition to navigate life's choices and embrace my true purpose. Okay, Taurus, it's time to get with self and get with your true purpose. Okay, love? Whatever you've been doing is obviously not what's been calling you, what's been, trying to get your attention. So listen to your intuition, Taurus. It's trying to tell you something, okay? And then we got releasing shame. Okay, Taurus, it's time to release any shame, whatever. Okay, however. All right, loves. It says, with the utmost compassion and self-acceptance, I liberate myself from the weight of shame and guilt that may linger from my past. I wholeheartedly believe that the universe provides me with everything I need to thrive and succeed. I trust in the abundance of opportunities and resources that effortlessly align with my goals. I am a magnet for positive experiences, okay? Taurus, stop playing with them. You're doing the work, love. That's what I'm hearing. You're doing the work. So, yeah, of course you're going to see the fruition of what you're trying to do because you're doing the work. And once you start doing the work on you, okay? Because remember, we can't change others no matter what we try. We can't, okay? People have to come to the realization on their own that they want to change or that this is good for them. So, you know, we can't change other people. All we can do is change ourselves, you know? And, you know, lead by example is what I'm hearing. Okay? Give us some cards for Taurus from the Healing Energy deck. What does Taurus need to hear this AM from the Healing Energy deck? Okay? Give us some cards for Taurus from the Healing Energy deck. Okay? Give us the truth. What does Taurus need to hear this AM from the Healing Energy deck? Give us some cards for Taurus. Okay? Okay, Taurus. What you got? Faith. Okay? Have faith, okay? Because fear and faith, they can't coexist. They just can't. You know, you're either on that side. It's like right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Faith and fear, okay? That's how they are. That's how different they are. You know what I mean? Okay, Taurus? All right. It says faith. It says, I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe, okay? Okay? So make sure that's what you know, okay? Know that the universe got your back. And once you start making those steps towards self-acceptance, you know, self-belief, self-whatever, okay? Whatever self wants. You know what I'm talking about? So, Taurus, once you start making those actions towards, you know, that, then that's when the universe like, hey, I got you. What else you need? You know what I'm talking about? And open to the universe. Come on now, okay? These guys talking. All right. It says open to the universe. It says, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the universe. Oh, excuse me. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe, okay? The knowledge, the power, okay? Of the universe. You're open to it, okay, Taurus? That's what I'm talking about. Tapping in, okay? That's when you get what you want, okay? You do your job, you get what you want, all right? Okay, whatever that job may be, because you gotta, you know, you gotta go to the universe and talk to them, see what your Akashic records have for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But whatever pulls you is where you're supposed to be. All right, Taurus, it's time for you to ask your question, love. All right, time for you to ask that question, Taurus, okay? All right, let's see. Give Taurus the truth, okay? Answer the question. And again, these are yes or no questions. That's when you get the yes or no answers, okay? So y'all gotta stop trying to ask questions that, yeah, that don't go yes or no, you know? All right, so, all right, Taurus, go ahead, love. All right, it says give it time, okay? Give it time. Whatever you ask, give it time, okay? It's possible. It just needs more work, okay? Or you're not ready yet, okay? That's what it means. It doesn't mean that it's no. Okay? It just means give it time. It has potential. All right, Taurus? All right, love. All right. So who is next? Who is next? Virgo. Get in the building, Virgo. Come through, come through. All right, Virgo. What is going on with you, love? All right, give us some cards for Virgo from the Rethink deck. What does Virgo need to hear from the Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards from the Rethink deck for Virgo. All right, give us the truth, okay, for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear from the Rethink deck this AM? Give us the truth. What does Virgo need to hear this AM? Okay, give us some cards for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear this AM? All right, thank you. All right, Virgo, what you got, love? You got amplifying productivity, self-confidence, and life celebration. Okay, Virgo, that's what I'm talking about. Celebrate good time. Come on. Okay. All right. It says amplifying productivity, Virgo. All right. You got to use what you got to make the things that you want to see that you want. Okay? All right. So it says, I optimize my time and energy for maximum productivity. I prioritize tasks based on their importance and consistently make progress towards my goals. I complete tasks effortlessly and effectively, achieving great results. Okay, Virgo? That's how you amplify your productivity, okay? You optimize your time and energy, okay? You know you need time and energy to do this or to do that. Make sure you optimize it and keep it up there. Keep keep your tuck. Oh, hell nah, not tuck. What the hell going on, Virgo? What? Listen, keep your productivity amplified by optimizing your energy, your time, you know what I'm saying? Your product, whatever it is, Virgo, okay? Next, you got self-confidence, okay? It's time to be confident in self because you got this. You know what I'm saying? You got the blueprint. So go ahead, do what you got to do, Virgo. It says, I exude self-confidence and self-assurance in every situation. I believe in myself and my abilities, and I trust that I can handle any challenge that comes my way. I am worthy of success and respect. Okay, Virgo, you're worthy of these things, so exude that, all right? Let people know, no, you can't talk to me like that, or no, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's time for that self-confidence where you know you got this, okay? You don't need certain things, drama, bullshit. You know? You don't need that, Virgo. All right, next you got life celebration. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Life celebration, Virgo. It says, I wholeheartedly celebrate each success and accomplishment I achieve along the way. I take time to recognize and appreciate my progress and milestones, embracing the significance of even the smallest step forward in my journey, okay? It's time for those small celebrations, okay, Virgo? Even the littlest ones, okay? It's still a step forward. It's still an accomplishment, okay? And treat it as such, okay? So when the big one comes, it's like, yeah, I'm here. But then again, start another one, okay? Start a new goal once you accomplish that one. That's how you keep it moving, okay? That's how you keep it going. All right. All right. What's going on for Virgo from the healing deck? Give us some cards for Virgo from the healing deck. Give us some cards for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear from the healing deck? All right. Give us the truth. Hold on. Hold on. Give us the truth for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear? Give us some cards for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear this AM? Okay, give us some cards for Virgo What does Virgo need to hear? Okay, Virgo. They gave us one. It says being true. Okay? Be true. Be true to you, Virgo, okay? Don't let people run over you, all right? Be true, okay? You got this. All right, it says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Okay, Virgo? Replace that shame, whatever it may be, whatever has happened, it doesn't matter. People can't live for you. Okay? Only you can live for you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, forgive yourself, okay? And move on, all right? Whatever it is, if it's still going on, okay? It's you. If people can't accept it, hey, you gotta move on, okay? Find a new family, find a new situation, find a new friend. You know what I'm saying? If people can't accept you for who you are, then it's time to find the people that do, okay? All right, I don't know who need to hear that, but damn. Okay, Virgo, it's time for your question, love. Ask your question, Virgo. Ask your question, love. It's time for your question. All right, Virgo, go ahead, ask your question. It says you should pursue a different course of action. Okay, Virgo? Yeah, you should pursue a different course of action because that course you're on, the path you're on, is not leading to a good destination. You know what I'm hearing? That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm hearing. Well, I'm telling you what I'm hearing, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, just let that shit go. All right. It says you should pursue a different course of action. All right. All right, Virgo. All right. Who's next? Who is next? Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? What y'all up to? Get in the building. All right. All right, Aquarius. It's your turn. All right, give us some rethink for Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius? Give us some cards for Aquarius. One full shuffle for Aquarius. All right, give us some truth for Aquarius from the rethink deck. What does Aquarius need to hear this AM from the rethink deck? Give us some cards from the rethink deck for Aquarius. Give us some cards from the rethink deck for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear? Okay. All right, we're going to do it one more time. No card come. We're going to pick one for Aquarius, okay? Give us some cards for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear from, oh shit, okay, for this AM? Give us some cards for Aquarius for this AM. All right. All right, Aquarius, what you got? Okay, first one, it says alignment with abundance, okay? Then we got inner strength, all right? And breaking patterns, okay, Aquarius? We got alignment with abundance, all right, Aquarius? It's time to align with that abundance because you know it's coming, okay? It says, I consciously align myself with the limitless abundance of the universe, wholeheartedly accepting and embracing success and prosperity as my inherent birthright. Okay? Stop playing. It says, I release all self-imposed limitations, allowing my potential to expand boundlessly in alignment with my dreams, okay? Whatever we want, we do. We go get it because that's what we do, okay? That's how everybody should be. You know what I'm saying? But Aquarius is good for that because, you know, we bring the outers to the inner. You know what I mean? Okay, next we got inner strength, okay? Inner strength, it says, Within me resides an unwavering inner strength, enabling me to rise above any past traumas or challenges that may cross my path. With resilience as my ally, I confidently navigate life's journey, knowing that I can transcend any obstacle and embrace the boundless potential within me. Okay? Transcend any obstacle. Okay? If it's not for you, Aquarius, it got to go. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, it's hindering. If it's not building, it's hindering. And you're not with that, okay? You don't have time for that, all right? Next is breaking patterns, okay? Sometimes you got to break them patterns because they're not good ones, all right, Aquarius? So, yeah, it says breaking patterns. It says, I am working on removing any habits or patterns that hold me back. I am determined to form new habits that will help me reach my full potential and live a meaningful and satisfying life. Okay, Aquarius? Talk to him. That's the way, okay? That is the way. Align with abundance. Have that inner strength and have that inner strength to break bad patterns, okay? Bad habits, anything that's bad is getting broken because it's not building, it's destroying. And Aquarius, you know, we more the builders, okay? Bob the Builder. All right, can we fix it? Yes, we can. Okay. All right, Aquarius. It's not time for your question. Dang, sorry, babe. All right. Give us some healing energy for Aquarius. Give us some healing energy cards for Aquarius. All right. What does Aquarius need to hear right now from the healing energy deck? Give us some cards for Aquarius. Give us the truth. What does Aquarius need to hear right now from the healing energy deck? Give us some cards for Aquarius. Okay. Okay, give us some cards for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear right now from the healing energy deck? Okay. One fell. It says release. Okay, and in God's hands, okay? Aquarius, what I'm hearing is release it to God's hands, okay? Because no, that is not our burden to bear, okay? Whatever it is, you understand? All right, it says release. It says, I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. Okay, Aquarius? So release. And it's already saying release it into God's hands right here. Your power. You gave over the power to God, you know? Gave him the power in his hands. Okay, whatever you can't handle, that's what you do. Okay, you give it to God. You don't try to seek revenge. You don't try to do what they did to you. No, you give it to God and God handles everything for you. You know what I'm saying? So your hands ain't dirty. No, they done tried to get your hands dirty, but no. What? No. No, thank you. Okay? It's I wouldn't say dirty work because I mean in the end of the day it is what it is. It's gonna happen. So whatever revenge God feels is adequate for you, then that's what you get. But it's like, dang, why you doing like that, God? Like, ooh. But yeah, no. It says in God's hands, okay, is what's next, okay? Your other card is in God's hands. So it says release in God's hands. Okay, so put it in God's hands, Aquarius, please. All right, you don't need that drama. All right, it says, hold on, let me get some more water. Dang. All right. It says, in God's hands, my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guides my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will, okay? So most of this was already written. People keep trying to rewrite and, do other things, but it's already written what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to know that the people that's waking up are supposed to wake up, okay? So hopefully y'all waking up, all right? Get on the right foot, okay? Get on your journey is what I'm hearing. Okay, Aquarius, it's time for your question. Ask your question, Aquarius, while I'm shuffling these cards. All right. Ask your question, Aquarius. All right, it says explore your deeper motivations. Okay, Aquarius, why are you asking this question? Why are you asking that question when most likely you already have the answer? Okay, you already know the outcome. Okay, so don't be playing. All right, so yeah. Explore your motivations, okay? So maybe you need to look a little deeper into why you asked that question or why you want to know about that, okay? All right, Aquarius. I'll see you later. Okay, who is next? Who is next? Aquarius, you ain't getting no... Oh, no. We ain't get you no card, Aquarius, no crystal. Aquarius, sorry, love. We about to get it right now for you. Let's get Aquarius a crystal, okay? Give Aquarius a crystal that they don't have, that they need, okay? That they need right now, okay? Give Aquarius the crystal or mineral or stone that they don't have, that they need right now, okay? Give us the truth. Give us the truth for Aquarius. What stone does Aquarius need right now? Okay, what stone does Aquarius need right now that they don't have, okay? That they need, okay? One more and then we gonna pick. All right, give us some cards for Aquarius. Give us the truth, okay? Oh, we got to pick. Okay, Aquarius, we got to pick. We gonna... Hold on. How we gonna pick it? Okay, I'll do it like this. Oh, Celestite. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, but the one I want is right at the... So I'm taking both of these just because we skipped Aquarius. We gonna get both of these because I want this. I want this too, but I want this, okay? It says Celestite. Okay, Aquarius? Celestite. Celestite. It says what it is. Blue-gray celestite is a delicate sulfate mineral with airy, buoyant blue cotton candy vibes. It gets its name from the Latin words for heaven. And if you close your eyes and ask nicely, maybe it will take you there. It says, who needs it? Anyone brazenly ignoring the constant inner voice that actually has some good ideas for how you might better handle this whole life thing. It says, where to put it? As a calming ornament wherever you meditate or pray. It says when to use it. When it's time to stop and really listen. With Celestite as a guide, you might be surprised what you hear. Okay, Aquarius, it says, get you some Celestite and turn into your serenity, okay? It's time, I said turn, tune. It's time to tune into your serenity, okay, Aquarius? Yeah, you got this. I mean, you can talk to him on the crystal or, telepathically. It might be a little more, get a couple more downloads, all right? Next is Shivalingam. Shivalingam. I need this. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody get this and find it for me. All right. It says what it is. Shivalingams, also known as balingas, are falfus-shaped stones found in the bed of Narmada's river in India. In Hinduism, they can represent an embodiment of the god Shiva, destroyer of illusions and transformer. Who needs it? Yoga people, people who hate yoga. Okay, so it's for everyone. Shivalingam is for everyone. Okay, it says where to put it. Wherever you seek enlightenment, on the meditation cushion, concentrating on your breath, possibly chanting. Okay, it says when to use it. When your ego has you feeling too small or totally supersized. When it seems like you're sucking life force through a swivel stick and oh, excuse me, instead of a boba straw. When you've got baby making on your mind. Okay, that's not, well, what the, what? Okay, all right. So it says, Aquarius, get you some Shivalingam and go all in on your essence, okay? Get back to your essence. This is why I wanted back to your essence, Aquarius, okay? So there you go, love. I ain't even noticed I ain't give you no cards. Pisces, you're up next, love. Jump in. Pisces. Okay, give Pisces some rethink cards for this AM. Give Pisces some rethink cards for this AM. Okay, give Pisces the truth. Okay, what does Pisces need to hear this AM from the rethink deck? Okay, give us the truth. What does Pisces need from the rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards for Pisces from the rethink deck. Okay. All right, Pisces. What they give you? Okay, it says honesty and appreciation and gratitude. Okay, Pisces. Honesty. Grab some more water. All right, Pisces. Honesty. It says, I am honest with myself and others, creating authentic connections and relationships. I speak my truth with compassion and integrity, fostering trust and understanding. By being genuine and transparent, I invite deeper connections and cultivate a supportive network that enriches my life. Okay, Pisces? So being honest, that's what you get. Honesty back. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you throw out, you get back. So being honesty is being honesty, okay? Maybe it's a Pisces name, honesty, okay? But being honest is a good thing, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? It makes you trustworthy, okay? Because people know you're honest, okay? They probably tested you, Pisces. All right. Next, you got appreciation for gratitude, okay? Always be appreciative. Don't ever stop being appreciative because look, you know? If you know, you know. Stop playing. All right, Pisces, you know. All right, it says, I express heartfelt gratitude for the abundance that grace my existence, both grand and subtle. With the with the conscious mindset, I direct my attention toward the positive aspects, choosing to perceive goodness within every circumstance. I am a vessel of abundance and abundantly abundant in every facet of life, okay? You know I don't use that B word, Pisces, so yeah, it's all abundance, okay? Abundantly abundant abundance, okay? All right, Pisces, yes, appreciate the things that you have, okay? I don't care if you ain't got shit, Pisces. Be appreciative of that and watch how your life just changes because now they see you okay with nothing, okay? Now they want to give you more. They want to see you do better. You know what I'm saying? So be appreciative of everything you have and the things that's to come, okay, Pisces? All right, let's give Pisces a crystal, mineral, or stone, okay, from the crystal deck. Give us some crystals for Pisces from the crystal deck, okay? Give us some cards for Pisces. What does Pisces need that they don't have? Okay? Give us some cards for Pisces. Give us the truth. What does Pisces need that they don't have right now? Give us some cards for Pisces. What do they need that they don't have? Okay. Wow. Okay, Pisces. That's what you need that you don't have. All right. What we got first? Peridot. Peridot. Okay, Pisces, peridot. All right. It says, what it is, precious peridot, a chick type of olivine, is like the vitamin D of your crystal diet plan. The stone's sunny energy and candy lime hues promote a zest for life. The intensity in peridot's green shade comes from iron, a metal with an energy that gets things done. Okay, Pisces, you got to get some shit done. All right, it says, who needs it? Brooders, the lackadaisical, what? The lack of, oh, it's supposed to say the lack of social, or anyone dreading those long winter nights. Okay, it says where to put it. Wherever you give chase to love, money, power, or joy. It says when to use it. When you're not applying yourself. Success isn't something to be afraid of. You have permission to unabolishedly go ahead for it. Okay, Pisces, just go for it. It says power up with peridot and enjoy the ride. Okay, Pisces, get you some peridot and magnetize your motivation. Okay, what motivates you, Pisces? Okay, it's time to get with it and be honest with yourself. Okay, and just like I said, be grateful for the things you have. Next, you got Sapphire, okay? Sapphire, Pisces. It says what it is, often blue, but sometimes pink or yellow. Sapphire, like ruby, is a variety of mineral chondrome with its peacemaking force field of sparkly energy. Sapphire protects the vulnerable and squishy stuff inside from judgmental people and their unsolicited BS. It says, who needs it? Students of ancient wisdom. Okay, Pisces, you're getting some downloads I'm hearing. Okay, that's what's up. It says, where to put it? On your right middle finger, in the middle of Saturn. Oh, it says the finger of Saturn. Sapphire's associated planet. Okay, it says when to use it. When resentments are doing more damage to you than those you are holding them against. Enlist Sapphire to call forth that old soul that resides within, the wisest part of you who couldn't possibly care less about what anybody else thinks of you. Okay, so Pisces, it's time to let go of some resentment because it's weighing more on you than them, okay? That's when it's definitely a problem. All right, so Pisces, get you some sapphire and find your tranquil place, okay? Wherever that may be, find it and try to stay in there, okay? Because I don't need you, going off, Pisces, all right? Next, we got obsidian, okay? It's time to get you some protection, okay, Pisces? All right, it says what it is. Obsidian is a black volcanic glass. Before the internet, before AI, before kitten food delivering drones, like way back, early Homo sapiens were getting it done with obsidian tools, capable of holding an extremely sharp edge. Obsidian scalpels are used in surgeries today. It says, who needs it? Anyone looking to cut out negative people and patterns from their lives. And Scorpios, okay? Scorpio, this is for you, but today we need it for Pisces, okay? All right, it says, when to use it? When thinking positively seems out of the question. When dark forces are at work, dig in, arm yourself with obsidian, and throttle back, okay? All right. It says get you some obsidian, Pisces, and protect your soul, okay? Protect your soul, Pisces. Something going on with your soul. Don't do it, all right? Protect your soul. That's all you got, okay? This body is nothing without the soul. You understand? All right, Pisces. Okay, so let's get some healing energy cards for Pisces. Give us some healing energy cards for Pisces. Okay. All right. What does Pisces need to hear right now from the healing energy deck? Okay. Give us the truth. All right. Give us some cards for Pisces. What does Pisces need to hear right now from the healing energy deck? Okay. Give us some cards for Pisces from the healing energy deck. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right, what you got, Pisces? It says, return to heart, okay? It's time to return to heart, Pisces. All right, it says, I breathe the light and stick to the essentials for my soul. The present moment, I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are, okay? It says, I find peace and inner silence, okay? So once you able to return to heart, like look within and, you know, really look at yourself, what you want to do, what your situation is, you know, Pisces, that's when you know, you can find that inner peace, okay? When it's silent, you got to get with self-love, all right? Next, you got creation, okay? Yeah, you got to get with self to get these downloads for the creation and how you want to go about things, okay, Pisces? That's what I'm hearing, okay? It says, I have the power to direct my life. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action, okay? It says, I act in the image of God and bring light into my life, okay? So it's time to bring that light into your life, okay, Pisces? It's time to be honest, okay, with yourself about who you are and what you want, okay? You know, you got to think about you first right now, okay? It's time to get with self. This is the period where we get with self, okay, and regain our power and strength and all of those things. But you can't do it, you know, with somebody distracting you is what I'll say, all right? And then we got the calm, okay? The calm, Pisces, all right? It says the calm. Okay, it says, I breathe life. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fear dissipates. And I feel and find peace in my being, okay? So that's the calm, okay? Once you can find that inner peace, okay? That inner voice that's telling you what to do, okay? You need to listen to it, okay, Pisces? That's what I'm hearing. That inner voice been trying to talk to you, tell you which way to go. You know, don't do this, don't do that. Or go this way and, yeah, do that, you know? Okay? Wisdom, okay? You gaining the wisdom, love. You listening, all right? That's what I'm talking about. Once you start listening, that's when you see things start to change, okay, Pisces? That's when things start to change for you when you listen, all right? It says, God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from experiences, take small steps in faith, and succeed. Thanks to all my efforts, okay? That's what I'm saying. You putting in that work, okay? You're putting in the work, Pisces. That's what I'm talking about. You have to take the steps, okay? You can't just skip steps, because then you're going to have to go back and redo those steps. Plus, you're going to have to start from the beginning, because now you probably done forgot some shit, okay? Now they don't trust you, so you got to do it all over again, okay, Pisces? So don't put yourself through that. Do it right the first time, love. All right. Okay, Pisces, it's time for your question. Ask your question, love. Ask your question, Pisces. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Okay. All right, Pisces. Okay. Ask your question, Pisces. All right. It says, no definitive answer can be given at this time. Okay, Pisces? So that's not a yes or a no. That's more like you got to put a little more work in, okay? You have to put a little more work in, a little more time, okay? A lot more effort. All right, is what I'm hearing, okay? All right. So that was Pisces. Who we got next? Who we on next? Sagittarius. All right. Come through, Sagittarius. Where you at? Okay. It's your turn, love. All right. What's going on for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know this AM? What does Sagittarius need to hear this AM? Okay, Sagittarius from the Rethink deck. Okay, give us some truth for Sagittarius from the Rethink deck. What does Sagittarius need to hear this AM from the Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards from the Rethink deck for Sagittarius. Okay, one more, and then we gonna pick for you. All right, give us some cards for Sagittarius. What do they need to hear this AM? Okay, give us some cards for Sagittarius for what they need to hear this AM. Okay. All right, you got two, Sagittarius. It's self-care and self-awareness, okay? It's all about self, Sagittarius. So, you got to take some you time, okay? Is what I'm hearing. It says self-care. Self-care, Sagittarius. All right, it says, I prioritize my self-care and overall well-being as a fundamental pillar of my journey towards success. I recognize that nurturing myself is essential for achieving my goals and living a fulfilling and balanced life aligned with my highest potential, okay? So you can't heal without self-care, okay, love? You just can't. It's a must, okay? You got to get with self and do the self-care. Do the things that you have been deprived of, okay? Self-care, self-belief, self-whatever, okay? Whatever you feel in self-need, get it, okay? Next is self-awareness, okay, Sagittarius? Self-awareness. All right, it says, I cultivate a mindful awareness of my thoughts, emotions, and actions, recognizing their profound impact on my being. I assume full responsibility for my choices and continuously endeavoring to embody the finest rendition of my authentic self. Okay, so it's time to become aware of who you are, Sagittarius, okay, and what you can do, okay? It's time to be you, okay, the person that you know you can be, you know, without others' influence or others' feedback, okay? Don't worry about that, okay? All you supposed to be doing is making God proud, okay? The universe proud, the divine proud. You don't have to get, anybody's else acceptance but self in the universe in God, okay? All right, Sagittarius. So we gonna get you some crystals, love. All right, give us some crystals for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need right now from the crystal deck? Okay, this AM. Give us some cards for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need right now? Give us the truth. What does Sagittarius need right now from the crystal deck? Give us some cards. Okay. Thank you. All right. What you got, Sagittarius? You got rose quartz. Okay. Rose quartz, Sagittarius. It says what it is. Rose quartz is love in a rock form. Who needs it? The overly self-critical, what? Sentient, spiritual being who love deeply. It says those in the healing arts and those who want to be. It says where to put it in spaces you want to zone as safe and sacred. Held with both hands to your heart with the utmost loving kindness. It says when to use it. When you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else. Rose quartz gives us a pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. Okay, it's time to get open to spirit is what I'm hearing, Sagittarius. It's time to wake on up. Okay. All right. It says, get you some rose quartz, Sagittarius, and take care of your heart. All right. It's time to take care of your heart. Love you. Okay. Love yourself. Love your heart. Love your everything. Okay. It's time to put some self-care into yourself. All right. And next we got labradorite. Okay, Sagittarius, you got labradorite. All right, it says what it is. Labradorite is a feldspar mineral first discovered in Canada's frozen north. Thank you, love. Thank you for the heart me. Okay, sorry about that. In Canada's frozen north. The stone seems to hold the light of the aurora borealis just beneath its surface. This slightly psychedelic iridescent dance is known quite apparently as labradescence. Okay? It says it says who needs it? Adventurers, explorers, far off lands. It says places alchemical, spiritual, artistic, and dreamy. And any Pisces. Okay, Pisces? Labradorite is for you, but today is for Sagittarius, okay? All right. It says where to put it. Wherever you cast your spells. It says when to use it. When you have lost your faith in magic. The world is a weird, wonderful, whimsical, watery rock hurtling through space. And you're on it. And that makes you special. Gaze into labradorite and delight in that, okay? All right, Sagittarius, it says, get you some labradorite and protect your magic, okay? It's time to protect your magic, okay? Do you believe in magic? Okay, that's what I'm hearing. All right. All right, Sagittarius, let's get you some healing energy cards. All right, give Sagittarius some healing energy cards. All right. What does Sagittarius need from this healing energy deck? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to hear? Give us the truth. What does Sagittarius need to hear from this healing energy deck? Okay. Okay. Give us some cards for Sagittarius and what they need to hear from this healing energy deck. Okay, so I guess we picked release and inner work, okay? We got release and inner work, Sagittarius. All right. It says release. It says, I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have, what I have power over, and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best, okay? So whatever it is, okay, it's time to release some shit so you can work on self is what I'm saying. You know, that's what I was feeling earlier. Like it's time to release something because you can't move forward. You just gonna stay stuck in that same space, that same place because you need to release something in order to move forward. All right. Next, we got inner work. Okay. It's time to do that inner work. And doing inner work is usually with self. Okay. By self. All right. Okay, Sagittarius. It says, God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts towards the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. Okay? So you, through the fire, through the living, through the wall. That's all I'm hearing. Like, what? You got to go through the fire, love. That's what it's saying. Okay? You got to do that inner work. Okay? And it may be painful, but it's healing. Okay? You have to heal whatever is going on. So, yeah. All right, Sagittarius. All right. So it's time for your question, Sagittarius. Whatever you need to know, ask your question, Sagittarius. Ask your question. Okay. We'll give you a second. It says, that is not your true question. Sagittarius, what is you doing over there? You playing? It said that ain't your true question. I'm going to give you one more chance because you was just trying to see if shit was real. That's funny. All right, ask your question, Sagittarius. This is it. You're not getting another chance if you don't ask it the right way. It's a yes or no. Okay, love? All right, and be truthful with yourself. You with yourself. How you over there lying by yourself? All right, go ahead, Sagittarius. It says no definitive answer can be given at this time. Okay, so yeah, you still over there playing, Sagittarius. It's okay. I get it. I get it. All right, so yeah. All right, who is next? Who is next? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you're next, love. Get up in here, all right? Get up in here. It's time for Scorpio. Give us some cards from the Rethink deck for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear this AM? Give us some cards for Scorpio. What do they need to hear this AM for Scorpio? All right, give us some cards for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear this AM? Give us the truth. Give us some cards for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear this AM? What does Scorpio need from the Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards. All right, okay, they threw that one out there. All right. All right, Scorpio, what you got? You got discipline and abundance. Okay, Scorpio? Discipline and abundance. All right, they go hand in hand. All right, it says, I stay true to myself and live authentically without trying to be someone I'm not. I understand that people's opinion of me are not as important as my own self-acceptance. I prioritize my own happiness and well-being over fitting in or seeking approval from others. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I'm talking about. Once you reach that status, it's up from there because you don't care about what nobody else think. It doesn't matter. What you think doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when people, but when people is negative and they don't, it doesn't matter because, hey, that's your opinion. You entitled to that. You know what I'm saying? You get that. So Scorpio, they entitled to their opinion, but it doesn't matter. Okay? It shouldn't matter in your head. Okay? Next, you got abundance. Okay, Scorpio? Abundance. That money coming, money coming. Okay, it says, I am abundant in all areas of my life. I trust that the universe will provide for me and that all my needs will be met. I am grateful for the abundance that flows to me. Okay, Scorpio, yes. The money coming is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's in the mail. Is what I'm hearing. It's in the mail, Scorpio. Okay, so what I'm saying is just keep your discipline. Okay, keep doing the things that you do to keep yourself from doing the things you know you shouldn't be doing. Okay, Scorpio. All right, and you will get your abundance. All right, you will get the things you want because you are disciplined and you're listening. Okay. All right, let's get Scorpio a crystal from the crystal deck. Give Scorpio some crystals from the crystal deck. What does Scorpio need, okay, that they don't have? Give us some crystals for Scorpio that they need, that they don't have, okay? Give us the truth. What does Scorpio need that they don't have? Give us some cards. What does Scorpio need that they don't have? Okay, give us some cards. All right. Thank you. All right, Scorpio, what you got? Citrine. Okay. Citrine, Scorpio. You need some citrine. All right. It says, what it is, a must-have for wannabe makers of art, how noble, and money, how got you. It says, citrine is a pale gold to smoky quartz. Those candy yellow citrines you find at shops are actually heated treated amethyst, which is another beast altogether. It says, who needs it? Anyone with a big idea or a big dream. Probably you. Okay, Scorpio? Probably you, love. All right, it says, where to put it. Wherever you want to set intentions, placing citrine in your pocket every AM makes an energetic statement like greatness is out there and I am coming for it. It says when to use it. When it's time to really get on your grind and start creating the tomorrow of your dreams today. Okay, Scorpio, get you some citrine and manifest your masterpiece. Okay, it's time, Scorpio. You got the discipline. The abundance is coming, so make your dreams come true, love. Yeah, next is garnet, okay? Garnet, it's my birthstone. It says what it is. Garnets are deep pomegranate to fiery red stones that have lit wrists for centuries. Garnets come in many forms like almandine, glycerol, and serpentine, to name three. Gorgeous garnets gush with positive vibes and are perfect, sparkly accessories to an I got this attitude. Okay, it says, who needs it? Writers who aren't writing, painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't sexing. Okay, Scorpio, I don't know what you got going on, but it's time. It says, where to put it? Any place you want to make something, be it art, love, or dollar bills, y'all. Oh my goodness. It says when to use it. When you feel like the real you is getting lost in the sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of a likes-driven culture. Okay, Scorpio, it says get you some garnet and get into your depth, okay? Get in depth with yourself, okay? It's time to really analyze yourself and how you want this thing called life to go, all right? All right. Okay, Scorpio. Next, we're going to get you some healing energy cards. Okay, give us some healing energy cards for Scorpio. What do they need from the healing energy deck? Okay. What does Scorpio? Okay, these cards is falling. What does Scorpio need from the healing energy deck? Okay, give us some cards for Scorpio from the healing energy deck. Okay, give us the truth. What does Scorpio need to hear this AM from the healing energy deck. All right, give us some cards. All right, thank you. All right, what we got for Scorpio? It says me, okay? It's time to focus on me, okay? Put your focus on you, love, all right? It says, I allow serenity to region. Oh, what? Oh, excuse me. It says, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul, okay? So you got the discipline to get with self, okay, and regain that serenity that you have lost or that you have somehow put to the side. Okay, Scorpio, it's time to get with self, all right? Heal what you need to heal and get to that bag, okay? And love, true love comes, okay? You don't look for it, it comes. That's just how that goes, okay, Scorpio? All right, so next it's time for your question, Scorpio. All right, ask your question while I am shuffling these cards, Scorpio. Okay? All right, give us some answers. Okay, give Scorpio an answer because you get one. Okay, you get one question, you get one answer. Okay, so ask your question, Scorpio. It says something better will come instead. Okay, something better will come instead, Scorpio. So no, hell no. Okay, that's a hell no for whatever you asked. Okay, so something better is gonna come instead. All right. Yeah, you deserve better is what I'm hearing, okay? Who is next? All right, Cancers. Cancer, it's time to get up in the building, Cancer. All right, let me put some of this on my hands. I was washing my hands. My hands ashy as hell. Sorry about that. Ain't nobody say nothing. Nah, y'all good. But yeah. All right. What we got? Okay, who is next? Cancer. You here, Cancer? All right, we're going to get started, love. All right, give us some cards for Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear? Okay, hold on. All right. Give us some cards for Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear from the Rethink deck this AM? All right, give us some cards for Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear this AM from the Rethink deck? All right, give us the truth. What does Cancer need to hear from the Rethink deck this AM? Give us the truth, okay? Give us some cards for Cancer. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Cancer, what you got? All right, it says healing journey, okay? It's time, Cancer. Yes, love, get on that healing journey, okay? That journey to healing so you can help heal others is what I'm hearing, all right? It's time to get on your healing journey so you can help heal others. It says, I am on a journey of healing, and I embrace every step of it. I release the past with compassion and forgiveness, and I am grateful for the lessons it taught me. I am whole and complete as I am. Okay? So, yes, Cancer, that's where you go for healing within, okay? You heal the outside, so the inside, so your outside can heal as well, all right? But we start from the inside, Cancer, all right? Okay, congratulations. You're on your healing journey. Next, it says conquering procrastination. Okay, maybe you've been putting something off, Cancer. It's time to conquer that, all right? And do what you got to do. It says, I am proactive and take immediate action towards my goals. I release any tendencies to procrastinate and diligently complete tasks. I am productive and make progress each day towards my desired outcomes. Okay? That's what you need to tell yourself. Okay, Cancer? Yes, that's how you get on that conquering. Okay, you keep saying it to yourself. I don't, practice makes perfect. So these are affirmation cards. So these are things you guys need to say to yourself. Okay, just like the money affirmation cards. These rethink cards are affirmation cards. You need to be saying these things to yourself to work on the things that's coming out for you. You know what I'm saying? So healing journey, that what I said, you might need to rewind it, but that's going to help you on your healing journey. Keep saying it to yourself till it's recited in your brain to do these things. Okay. All right, next you got inner child healing, okay? Healing journey to inner child healing, and that's usually where it starts when we were young, okay? Things that happened we had no control over, okay? So, yeah, it's time for that healing journey, and then you can move forward. But until you start with self, you just can't move forward, okay? It's just not gonna happen. Things are just not gonna pop off like that. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. But yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, inner child. It says, I honor and nurture my inner child, tenderly healing the wounds of the past and embracing the pure joy and innocence within me. I release any pain or burdens, allowing my inner child to flourish and infuse my life with boundless happiness. Okay, Cancer? Yeah, it's time to heal your inner child. Let them know nobody, I don't give a damn who you is. I'm not, nobody can hurt you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you, okay? And yeah. It's all about the healing journey, and that is definitely the first step in the healing journey, okay? Cancer, all right? So we're going to get you some crystals. What crystals does Cancer need right now, okay, that they don't have? Give us some cards for Cancer that they don't have right now that they need, okay? All right, give us the truth, okay? Give us the truth. What does Cancer need right now that they don't have? Okay, give us some cards for Cancer. Okay. All right, what you got, Cancer? It's Rose Quartz, okay? Yeah, this is a good card for the healing, okay? Because it start with the heart, okay? You got to heal the heart before you can heal the mind, because if the heart's sad, the mind just going to follow behind it like, damn, we sad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to heal the heart first, Cancer. All right, it says what it is. Rose Quartz is love in a rock form. Okay, it says, who needs it? The overly self-critical, sentient, spiritual being who love deeply. It says, those in the healing arts or those who want to be. It says, where to put it? In spaces you want to zone as safe and sacred, held with both hands to your heart with the utmost loving kindness, okay? Yeah, it says when to use it. When you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, to work the hardest, to hold it all together for everyone else. Rose quartz gives us the pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. Okay, Cancer, so get you some rose quartz and take care of your heart, all right? Take care of your heart, Cancer, all right, love? All right, no matter what, shit, love you, all right? All right, give us some healing oracle cards for Cancer. What does Cancer need to hear right now from the healing oracle deck? Okay, give us some cards from the Healing Oracle deck. Okay, give us the truth. What does Cancer need right now, need to hear right now from the Healing Oracle deck? Thank you. Give us some cards for Cancer. All right, Cancer, what you got, love? It says the calm. Okay, the calm. All right, the calm, Cancer. It says, I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fears dissipate, and I find peace in my being. Okay, Cancer? You ready for peace and healing and tranquility, you know? You don't want to be with the rah-rah no more, but you're in it, so you have to make a decision to not want to be in it no more, okay? It's only your decision. Only you can make that decision. If you say, I don't want to be a part of blase blah no more, then you not a part of blase blah, okay? That's just how it go. But if you still want to be in the situation, then yeah, you're going to be in it, okay? So either you're going to heal or you're going to let it all fall down. I don't know. Okay. Next is me. Yeah. It's time to focus on you, Cancer. You know what I'm saying? You got to focus on you to heal. Okay. It says, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to honor and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Okay, your soul is asking you, okay, is begging you to heal. Okay, your soul is begging you because you know the whole thing is you can't be here with hate in your heart. It's not gonna work. You know what I mean? People with hate in their heart, they seem to go quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't learned the love lesson. They haven't learned to forgive or whatever they got going on. But it is what it is, and it's sad. But, you know, people got to learn lessons. They got to go through cycles. Some people go through so many cycles that they just gone because they didn't learn it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't learn nothing. Okay, and then you got positive action, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Get that shit together, Cancer. Positive action, love. It says, I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go and trust to God. Okay, Cancer? So if you can't do something, ask God to take it. Okay? You can't just assume God like, yeah, they want me to you know, get that for them. No, you have to talk to God. That's where you get the relationship with God. You know, you have to open your heart, open your mind, or you just gonna be left behind. I mean, what? I can't say it no more clear than that, loves. Okay? All right, so Cancer, it's time for your question. Ask your question, love. What do you want to know, Cancer? Make sure it's a yes or no question. All right? Make sure you got a yes or no question. All right, Cancer. What we got? Ask your question. All right, it says explore your deeper motivations, okay? Why do you want that? Okay, Cancer is what you should be asking yourself. Have you weighed the pros and the cons of having that, okay? Yeah, so it's time to get with self. So if it's about anybody else, then no, not right now. Okay, it's time to get with self, you know, and figure out what you want. What do you want to see? Okay, in the next 10 days, shit. Put a small date on it, okay, and see how you can accomplish that and what do you need to take the steps to get there, okay? Make it a feasible, you know, goal so you can actually attain it and not just be setting yourself up for failure, okay? Put a little more time on it if you need to, but yeah, it's time to set some goals, heal, and conquer procrastination, okay? All right. Who is next? Leo. Leo the lion. All right, Leo, where you at, love? Get up in here. It's your turn, Leo. Okay. Give us some cards from the Rethink deck for Leo. What does Leo need to hear right now, this AM? Give us some cards for Leo. What does Leo need to hear right now? Okay. Give us some cards for Leo. What does Leo need to hear right now? Give us the truth, okay? Give us some cards for Leo. What does Leo need to hear right now? Okay. All right, Leo. All right, what we got? Okay, Leo, you got resilience, okay? It's time to be resilient, okay? You made a choice. It's time to stand on that thing, all right? It says, I am resilient and can overcome any challenges that come my way. I trust in my inner strength and embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth. With determination and perseverance, I rise above obstacles, emerging stronger and more resilient than before. Okay, Leo, you got that fire behind you, love. Okay, you not playing. You like, I'm determined to do what the hell I said I was going to do. Okay, Leo. Next, you got trust in the universe, okay? You got to put that trust in the universe because whatever you can't do, they got you, okay? They got your back, all right? It says, with unwavering trust in the cosmic orchestration of the universe, I surrender to the divine plan that unfolds before me. Acknowledging that every twist and turn of my past has purposefully guided me to this present moment. I embrace the profound wisdom woven within my life's journey. Okay, Leo, trust the universe. They trying to give you some downloads. Tap in is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's time to tap in, Leo. You know, you already tapped in, but it's time to go a little deeper, okay? A little further. They trying to tell you something, okay? Something about adaptability, okay? It's time to adapt to something, Leo. All right, it says, I embody adaptability and willingly embrace change, recognizing its essential role in fostering personal growth and triumph. I maintain a flexible mindset, readily adjusting my approach towards achieving my goals. Understanding that adaptability paves the way for success, okay? So it's time for you to adapt to something because there is a big success on the other end of it, okay, love? So maybe you need to, you know, jump in a new lane or something. That I don't know. But you know, you got your one lane, so it's time to open a new lane, okay? It's time to open another lane, okay? Pave the way, Leo. All right. Next is self-discovery. What I said, you about to discover something that you ain't know, okay? You ain't know you had that ability. All right. You didn't know, Leo, okay? And now it's time to discover some more things in your mind, okay? That's been hidden dormant is what I'm hearing. It says, I approach challenges with determination and resilience. Instead of letting setbacks discourage me, I use them as motivation to continue striving towards my goals. Each difficulty I encounter only makes me more determined to succeed. Okay, Leo? Yeah, you got this, love. You know what I'm saying? You want things. So it's time to put that work in, okay? Trust in the universe. And you already got that resilience where you going to keep going no matter what. So you already halfway there, love. It's time to adapt to certain things, though. All right? Your new discovery about self, you got to adapt to it. You be like, oh, shoot. Okay? And some self-care, okay? During self-care is what I'm hearing. This is how you going to find out about this during your little self-care session, all right? It says, I prioritize my self-care and overall well-being as a fundamental pillar of my journey towards success. I recognize that nurturing myself is essential for achieving my goals and living a fulfilling and balanced life aligned with my highest potential. Okay. So once you, like I said, once you get into that self care and you sitting in that good, hot, steamy milk bath or whatever you in, okay, that's when it's going to come to you, light bulb. Okay. So make sure you got a pen and pad next to that bath. All right, love. All right, Leo, last is acceptance, okay? You got to accept these new gifts that you got and really be able to showcase them, okay? Don't be afraid, all right? It says, I have confidence in my ability to find the opportunities and resources I need to succeed. I attract what I need and I am ready for the next inspiring chapter in my life. Okay, Leo? Yeah, you looking out on the horizon like, what's next? Okay, because I done conquered that. What's next? Okay, and like I said, once you get in that spiritual bath, yeah, that's where you're going to be at when you get that light bulb moment. Okay, Leo? So bring that pen and pad to that bath, all right? All right, let's get some crystals for Leo. What does Leo need that they don't have from this crystal deck? Okay, give us some cards for Leo. What is it that they need that they don't have? All right, give us some crystals for Leo. What does Leo need that they don't have from this crystal deck? Give us some cards for Leo. What does Leo need that they don't have? Okay, give us some cards from the crystal deck. Okay, Leo, what you got? You got Amatrin, okay? Amatrin, Leo. Get you some Amatrin. It says, what it is, a balanced blend of amethyst and citrine. This oh so ombre stone is heady purple and fiery gold in one powerful package. Its energy is ideal for sifting through mental chatter to unearth pure inspo and act on it. It says, who needs it? The chronically indecisive and Libras. Okay, Libra, Amatrin is for you, love. But right now, we is with Leo, and Leo needs it. Okay, love? Leo needs it right now. I almost said Pisces, but no. Okay, maybe you need some too, Pisces, all right? All right, it says, who needs it? Oh, no, where to put it? Wherever you do your best thinking, the office or the bathtub. Okay, Leo, I was just saying, get you all of this because you need to sit with self and you know how this go. Okay, Leo? It says, when to use it. If a deadline is on the horizon and you need a big idea, if you can't decide or something swipe left or swipe right, call on Amatrin and remember, either way, everything is got to be amazing, okay? So, Leo, get you some Amatrin and make your big dreams your big life, okay? So whatever you trying to do is coming, okay? You just got to sit with self and get that download, okay, Leo? All right. All right. Next, what we got? We got to get some healing energy oracle for Leo. Give us some healing energy cards for Leo. What does Leo need to hear right now from the energy healing cards? All right, give us some cards for Leo. Give us the truth. What does Leo need to hear right now from the energy healing deck? Okay, give us some cards for Leo. All right. Okay, Leo, what you got, love? Me. It's it with you. Okay? You, Leo, you. All right. It says, I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Okay? So your soul is crying out for you. Okay, it say return to the heart. Okay, return to heart. All right, Leo. It says, I breathe light and stick to the essentials for my soul. The present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace in inner silence. Okay, Leo. So, yeah, once you get in that tub, man or woman, okay, it's time to, let go and let God, let the universe guide you to where you need to be. Okay, Leo? That's what I'm hearing. Next is being true. Okay? It's time to be true to you. Okay? It's time to be true to you. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. Okay, Leo? Some people just gotta let it go, because you know what I'm saying? You can't change the past, nor should you try to. Okay, all you can do is change yourself. Okay, and that starts in the present. Okay, so you got to start in the present to do things for your future. Okay, so it won't work unless you start now. Okay, start now when you in the moment. Okay, so yeah, trust the universe and accept these new gifts. Okay, it might be different for you, but they are new. All right, and it's for you. All right, Leo, time to ask your question, love. Ask your question, Leo. What do you want to know? Okay. All right, Leo, ask your question. It says, give it time. Okay, give it time, Leo. Give it time. You got to heal first. You got to go within first. Okay? Everything you want is on the other side of not knowing. Okay? I don't know how else to explain it. You just have to know. Okay? And not knowing is not seeing how, when, where it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But you have to trust in the things you don't know. Okay? So that's how it goes. All right. Who we got next? All right, Aries. Last but not least, love. Aries is next, okay? Give us some cards for Aries. Give us some rethink cards for Aries. What does Aries need to know right now for this AM? Give us some cards for Aries. What does Aries need to know right now? Give us some cards for Aries. Give us the truth. What does Aries need to know right now from this Rethink deck? Okay, give us some cards for Aries from the Rethink deck. Okay, all right. All right, Aries, what you got, love? It says inner strength and gracious receiving. Okay, all right, Aries, it says inner strength. I draw upon my inner strength and resilience in times of difficulty. I can overcome any challenge that comes my way. I am a warrior of light, and I shine brightly even in the darkest of times. Okay, Aries, shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, Aries, yes, that's what I'm talking about. You got to find that inner strength to go against the odds of everybody else doing this and you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you, love. All right, gracious receiving is next. All right, be grateful for anything you got and the things that you're about to get. Okay, Aries? All right, it says, I graciously and gratefully receive abundance and success, opening myself up to the flow of abundance and opportunities that cross my path. With an open heart, I embrace and accept the abundance that is meant for me, allowing it to enrich my journey. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, say it as many times as you need to, but make sure you say it. Okay, Aries, Be gracious for the things that you receive, okay? Because a lot of people don't receive what you receive, okay? So be grateful, all right? And that's when you get more. All right, Aries, let's get you some crystals from the crystal deck. What does Aries need from the crystal deck for this AM that they don't have? All right, give us some cards for Aries. What does Aries need that they don't have? Okay, give us the truth. What does Aries need that they don't have from the crystal deck? Okay, give us some cards for Aries. All right, thank you. All right, what you need, Aries? Rhodonite. Okay, rhodonite. All right, it says what it is. Rhodonite, no, with a palette of deep pink and black rhodonite gets its name from the Greek word for rosy. Who needs it? Potential wasters, those deeply sighing, I hate my job types, and Sagittarius. Okay, so this card, Rhodonite, is for Sagittarius, but today we need it for Aries. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you. It says, who needs it? Oh, no, we already did that. Where to put it? Against your heart, begging the universe to tell you what the fuck you should be doing with your life. Okay, Aries? All right, it says, when to use it. When the cubicle life has gotten you down. When it's time to drop the people-pleasing facade and start doing something that really lights you up. It says, when you're ready to use your real unique powers to actually make this rapidly spinning planet a more beautiful place. Okay, Aries? Get you some rhodonite and go with your heart, all right? Go with your heart, love. What your heart asking for, okay? All right, next you got Tibetan black quartz, okay? Tibetan black quartz for Aries. It says what it is. The black in Tibetan black quartz refers to the storm-like bursts of inky mineral often found inside the stone. The Tibetan refers to the crystal's Himalayan origins. Tibetan black quartz reminds those of the spirit on the spiritual path that non-judgmentally ask, could I be even clearer right now? It says, who needs it? Metaphysicists, occultists, tantrists, and Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius again. You need some Tibetan black quartz, but right now, it's for Aries, okay? It says, where to put it. It says, wherever you are looking to elevate the vibe, operate on a higher plane, and explore the vastness of your human consciousness. It says when to use it. When you're chasing enlightenment on the meditation cushion, when you're pulling tarot cards. Okay, Aries, so if you a reader, make sure you get you some Tibetan black quartz. All right, love? All right. It says, get you some Tibetan black quartz, Aries, and light up your spiritual path. All right? Light that spiritual path up so you can see. All right, what we got next? Okay, Aries, let's get you some healing energy cards. All right, give us some healing energy cards for Aries. What does Aries need to hear right now from this healing energy deck? All right, give us the truth. What does Aries need to hear from the healing energy deck? Give us some cards for Aries from the healing energy deck. Okay, give us some cards for Aries from the healing energy deck. Okay, thank you. All right, it says, learning to love myself. Okay, Aries, it's time. Learn to love yourself. You got the inner strength, okay? Be thankful and you get more, okay, Aries? So it's time to learn to love yourself, okay? It says, I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I excuse me. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. Okay, Aries, it's time to allow yourself to shine. You are beautiful, okay? You are a beautiful person. You are a beautiful soul. It's time to believe that, okay, Aries? I know you hear it all the time, but you have to believe it to know it, okay? All right, Aries. What is your question, love? All right. What is your question, Aries? What do you want to ask? All right, Aries. It's on you. Ask your question, love. It says, don't overthink it. Okay? Whatever that is, you already know the answer to it, but don't overthink it. Okay? All right, Aries. Don't overthink it. Bam. Don't overthink it, love. Okay, you got this. All right. So I hope everybody got that. If you didn't, you can go to my YouTube page, Always Good. One word, okay? It will be what do you call that? It will be in the description box. The date for it. So, yeah, it'll be today's date for today. Yesterday, I think we started this 2 days ago. So, it's only 3 days of the horoscopes that we are doing now. Okay, and let's get some money affirmations for the collective. All right, and you know what we didn't do? We forgot to get the... Ooh, y'all ain't get no numbers, but y'all should have been good for the 7 days, you know? Yeah, no, shoot, stop playing. All right, so we're going to get some numbers and we're going to get these money affirmations for the collective. All right. All right. Give us some money affirmations for the collective. Okay, what do they need to hear to get them some money? Okay. Give us some money affirmations for the collective. All right, give us the truth. What is some truth? Oh, okay, they threw all them cards at me like, what? Why would you do that? Okay, something fell. All right, got it. Okay, what we got? It says, I am a money magnet. Yes, I am. Okay. Let yourself know that. Okay. Tell yourself that daily. I am a money magnet. All right. Okay. Next, we have money and spirituality can coexist in harmony. Yes, they can. Okay. They do. All right. Money and spirituality coexist. Okay. With the money. All right. In the money. It says, what's meant for me will simply find me. Okay? Wherever I'm at, it's going to find me. That money going to find me wherever I go. All right? It says, every day I am becoming more financially prosperous. Yes, we are. Okay, collective, say these things to yourself. If you need to go back, rewind it, do that, because these are affirmations, things you need to say to yourself to bring what you want into fruition. Okay, that's what affirmations are. Yes. Next, we have everything I desire arrives at the perfect moment. Everything, anything. Okay, is what I'm talking about. Whenever it's time, that thing gonna pop. Okay, that's how they go, because you know we magical. All right, it says what I seek also seeks me. Yeah, what you looking for also looking for you, okay? So slow it down, okay? Don't worry about it. It's coming, okay? It's going to find you. Whatever you desire is going to find you because you asked for it, all right? Is what I'm hearing. You asked for it, so now it's coming for you. Whatever you wanted, all right? All right, let's get these put back. What we got? It says, abundance is my birthright. Stop playing with us, okay? Yes, it is, collective. Say that to yourself like 10 times right now. Abundance is my birthright, okay? Say it, shit. It is, okay? Yeah, you gotta got to use your words, love. Okay? Because abundance is your birthright. It's my birthright. It's our birthright. Okay? As long as you know, yeah, it's going to pop. All right? As long as you know. All right. What else? Okay, yeah, I wanted to do... Hold on. I wanted to do a what lies beneath for y'all, because I know it's like, dang, what is going on? Give us some cards for what is going on for the collective. Okay, all the signs. All right, what is going on with the collective? All right, for this AM. Give us some cards for the collective from what lies beneath, okay? Give them that hidden truth, all right? Give us the truth. What's going on for the collective, okay? What is lying beneath for this AM, for the collective? Give us some cards for the collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to know, okay? Okay. One card they gave us. Uh-oh. The bugaboo gonna be bugging you, okay? Somebody gonna be bugging you, or it's a boo that's gonna bug you, okay? Or it's a bug-a-boo. All right? But this person hate, you know who it is. You already know. You already know who the bugaboo is. It says already knowing the tea, okay? You already know the tea about what the hell going on. But let's get a little more clarification. What is going on for the collective for these cards? Give us some clarification for these cards for the collective. Oh, shoot, collective. All these cards almost fell like, oh, no. We is not playing 120 pickup. All right. Okay. Give us some clarification, okay, for these cards. What is going on for the collective for bugaboo? What is going on with the bugaboo? What is the bugaboo doing? Where is the bugaboo going? Okay, what is going on with the bugaboo for the collective? Give us some cards. Ooh, for bugaboo for the collective. All right. What we got? What is the bugaboo doing? Okay. The bugaboo looking at you like, damn, you looking good. You in the Phoenix rising. Okay. The bugaboo like, damn, new phase, rekindle, renew, growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. The bugaboo is seeing you rise from the ashes, and they like, well, what the hell? What? Nobody said that was gonna happen. Like, what? And now they want revenge, okay? The bugaboo want revenge on you for being you? What? That makes no damn sense. Okay, the bugaboo, like, retaliation, plotting, playback. Punishing, getting even. Oh, the bugaboo is mad because you single, love. Okay, yeah, no. Well, you're still single, so they can be mad all they want because they was out here with keys on the ring. Ring from keys from everybody. They had all the keys to the city. Yeah, because they had addictions that they was having going on with these people, about these people, whatever. It's a codependent, obsession, possession, emotional block, okay, control and restraint. Yeah, they couldn't control their urges to party and mingle and ding-a-lingo or whatever the hell they was doing, okay? It says having fun, clubbing with friends, okay, risky, all right? And you was like, man, listen, I'm good on this. I can't do it. I can't do the union. No, I don't want it, okay? You like, no, thank you, okay? Yeah, because now they back begging. They want to beg the bugaboo, want to bug you, okay? About some negotiation, working out, no, they was being sneaky. Yeah, and you're completely done. You said, no, no, thank you. I don't want that. I can't, It makes no sense for, the collective to go back to something they know ain't right. Okay? And look at the bottom of the deck. Somebody want to fight about what they love. They like, man, I love you. No. Okay? What's going on with already knowing the T? But you already know this, okay? Give us some cards for already knowing the T. Oh, the damn cards flying. Give us some cards for already knowing the T for the collective. Give us some cards for already knowing the T. Well, damn. That's a whole lot of cards just turned over. Okay. All right, you already know the tea about what the hell they got going on. Okay, yeah. You wanna, pack this thing up, okay? It's time to pack it up, okay? That's what you said, moving, yeah. It's a boxed up environment change, empty shell, okay? And they still stuck on the memories, okay, of what was, okay, what could have been, all right? Yeah. And you found your self-worth. You're not with that freaky shit. Okay, collective. Collective, like, listen, I know who I am. I know what I want, and this ain't it, okay? And you give somebody butterflies, okay? But they was wrapped up in some ravenous stuff, okay? Whatever was going on. And they feel like you the missing piece, okay? They was blind. They gonna say they was blind. They ain't know. Love is blind and shit, okay? They was gossiping with people, okay, about you, all right? They was talking big shit about you. Shit that wasn't even real, okay? And now they stressed, okay? They stressed out, feeling backstabbed, okay? By these third-party influences, whoever they was talking to you about. Now they talking about you, talking about them and you to somebody else, okay? They like, damn, you just turned on me. But Spirit is guarding you from all of that. You don't hear about none of that shit, but you know, okay? You know because you tapped in. So you already know what's going on. Spirit got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was their anchor, okay? You held shit down, all right? Yeah, now they want to come talk, be lighthearted, okay? They trying to adapt to some shit. They want to heal, but you already know they not healed right now. So ain't no what? Passion. Like what? No, you running. You like, hell no, I'm good on that. I don't want no passion, okay? They mask fell off, all right? And you saw who they were. So how you gonna not look at that? Okay, and then you got the golden mirror, okay? It says the narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided, okay? When that mask fell off, that's what the hell you saw. And they got faith and hoping and praying that you didn't see, okay? Or forget that you saw it. All right, but no. When they look, this what they see. Okay? When they go to looking, this what they see. No. And it's like deja vu. You not about to go through another cycle. Hell to the no-no. Okay? Yeah, with the lusties. Okay, with the lusters. You know what I'm saying? All right. And they took a gamble. Okay? And they lost. Because they stayed in a south node, in a comfort zone where it was okay to be fucked up or okay to be toxic. No. Hell to the no. All right. And now somebody want to fight for what they love. Claiming what's theirs. They said love is a battlefield. Okay. They want to fight for what they love. Give us some cards for fighting for what you love. Give us some cards for the collective for fighting for what you love. All right. Okay. I think that was it. All right. All right. What we got? Okay, well, we got soulmates. They feel like y'all soulmates. They like, I'm fighting for my soulmate. For that, they like, I'm claiming my soulmate, the one, deep love, spiritual connection, life partner, okay? And they like, what? You like, what? But they fired up about this. They is ready to blow a stack, okay? A stack, blow a stack, what? Like... It says fuming with rage, overwhelming, explosion, emotion, very angry. Okay, they are very angry about a wedding ring. Okay, they want to marry you and you saying, I'm good. Okay, damn. It says union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Okay, now they want to fight for this. Okay, and ground. They want to form a solid structure with you. It says stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. Okay, but you like, no. You are late, okay? You came too late, love. All right, it's a finality, differences, divorce, breakup, not looking back, okay? And now they are obsessed because you're not looking back. That makes no sense. What the hell? Yeah, you put that shit in the past. The past is the past. They ain't want to leave it there. They don't want to keep the past in the past. They want to heal your heart. They want to heal you and them and everybody else. Okay, no. It says healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationship. Okay, they probably done ran into a past abusive relationship and now that's what they in, fighting. Okay, they scrapping. But you over here ascending. You like, man, listen, I don't got no type of time for people that don't know what they want. No, thank you. Okay. All right. So that's what y'all gonna be dealing with today. Somebody want to fight for what they love, but you already know the tea. Okay. You already know what this person be about. You is not trying to hear none of that shit. Okay. And the bugaboo is coming to bug you. All right. They on their way to bug you. All right. Okay, hopefully y'all got that. All right, that was the what lies beneath for today. And then we gonna get your hold on, let's get these put back. Yeah, bugaboo. Yeah, bugaboo still there. Still gonna be bugging you, okay? All right. Okay, so we gonna get the numbers and messages and then we out of here. Oh, we ain't even put these back. Ooh. Okay, we'll just put them right there. All right, give us some numbers. They mad. They like, where you been? Give us some numbers and messages for the collective. What does the collective need for numbers and messages? Give us some numbers and messages for the collective. What do they need right now? Give us the truth, okay? Give us some numbers and messages for the collective. What do they need to get some money, okay? Give us some numbers and messages for the collective. All right, collective. Hey, oh, that one was turned over. We just gonna leave it turned over. All right, so what you got, collective? It says Page of Swords. Take your time to think before you act, okay? Take your time, collective, to think before you act because some situations you can't come back from, okay? Yeah, next you got a 6, okay? It's the 6 of Cups. It says, reach out to others with love and compassion, okay? If you want to speak to somebody with some love and compassion, then so be it, okay? Don't be out here faking no funk or nothing, okay? Just be genuine. Be you, all right? Next is a 4, all right? 4 of Cups. It's don't let your focus close you to new ideas. So, don't be too focused on one thing that you don't see those other things, okay? What God trying to give you, all right? That's that hand from the sky trying to hand you something, a cup of love, all right? And then you got a number 9, all right? A 9 is the moon, so something is hidden. You already know. It says, be careful of seeing things that are not there. Okay, collective? Don't try to make a situation if it ain't situating. All right? Next, you got a 3, okay? A 3. It says the Knight of Pentacles. It says take a methodical approach and you'll achieve your dreams. So approach the situation methodically. Like, 1 plus 1 is damn 2. And that's just all it could ever be. You know what I'm saying? Unless you start multiplying and dividing shit. Okay? Next, you have the Fool. Okay? The Fool. It says, spread your wings and fly, okay? It's time to take your show on the road is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's time to spread your wings and fly away. Okay. Next, you got a 10, okay? The sun, all right? Yeah, it says success lies ahead if you keep to the path. Okay, so you done took the leap, okay? You taking the leap. So now you get success, okay, for taking that leap, okay? You didn't know. You ain't know what was going to happen. You was just doing what you love, collective. And guess what? Yeah, you got a 9, all right? A 9, it says everything has turned out well. Enjoy your success. Okay, the card's talking again. All right, so yeah, after you go through the work, do the work, accept the gift that God trying to give you, okay? And don't go through them illusions that you just seeing at the surface points. No, that is not the bigger picture, okay? That's the illusion. All right, and next you got a 3. Time to make a decision. It says find your inspiration to take action. So it's time to take action on your decision. Yeah. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you said you was going to do, okay? And lastly, you got that wand out the sky, okay? Opportunities, okay? Action. It says Ace of Wands. It says take action on them ideas. Stop playing. Okay, these cards telling you what to do, okay? You're going to get some messages, okay? And you're going to get some love messages too. And you're going to get a message from God like, here you go. This is the blueprint, okay? Here you go. There's going to be illusions and shit. You know, people going to always try to say, hey, don't do it this way. Do it that way. No, you go damn do it that way. That's how you want to do it. Do your way. Okay? And then you make a decision to, you know, take that leap. Take that leap of faith, okay? And you got to make sure that you are looking at things on a real front, okay? How is this going to coincide with this, okay? You got to make sure you're dotting your T's and crossing your I's. No. Again, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Cross the I's, no, cross the T's and dot. I said it right. What the fuck? Okay, so then you get the sun, okay? The promise. You get that promise that God gave you, and now you just in your glory, okay? You can enjoy your success, all right? And as long as you take action, okay? You say you got an idea, take action on that shit, okay? And that's the only way it's going to flourish, or somebody else going to take action on it, okay? So do what you got to do, all right? And you know what you got to do. So the numbers are 264 9. Then you got 3010. And then you got 913. Okay? So put them numbers together however you want them to be together. But those are all the numbers. All right? And hopefully y'all got the message. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. Okay? Between 6 and 8 a.m. All right? I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be careful. And most of all, be you. Okay? Peace, peace, peace. All right, YouTube. I love y'all too. What y'all had to say? Somebody said something. Let me see it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the comments. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. And I will see y'all tomorrow a.m. Okay? Between 6 and 8. All right. All right. Love you.